So you want to start affiliate marketing, but you're worried about what people will think, right? Here's a question. Do you even respect those people's lives, right? Would you trade places with them? Take their advice on anything else? So you're about to start posting your affiliate link, but you hesitate because you're imagining what people will think. Your judgmental cousin, right, who's been working on at the same dead end job for maybe 15 years, right? Your old coworkers who complain constantly but never change anything. Your friend who mocks anyone trying to build anything. These people, the ones whose lives you would never want, the ones whose advice you would never take on anything important, you're letting them dictate whether you build your business or not. You won't post because they might judge, right? You won't start because they might criticize. You won't try because they might say something negative. And here's the convenient part. By worrying about their opinions, you avoid the scary part, right? Self-validation, believing in yourself without external approval. That's terrifying. So you focus on them instead. Much easier to blame their judgment than to face your own fear, right? So here's what actually happens when you see this clearly. You realize you're giving power to these people's opinions who don't matter, right? You ask yourself, would I trade my life for theirs? No. Would I take their business advice? No. Would I trust their judgment on anything else? No. Then why are you letting them stop you from building, right? Instead of using their potential criticism as an excuse, you're seeing it for what it is, right? A convenient way to avoid the hard work of validating yourself, right? Instead of blaming them for your inaction, you're taking responsibility for your own fear. The judgment you're avoiding is not even real yet, right? But the opportunity you're missing is real. And caring about what people think makes sense, right? We're social creatures. We want acceptance. We don't want to be mocked or criticized. But here's what you're missing. You're not caring what everyone thinks, right? You're specifically caring what unsuccessful, unhappy, stuck people think. The people whose lives you admire, they're not judging you. They're building their own things, right? The people judging you are stuck, and they want you to stay stuck with them. Pay attention to this. Number one, you obsess over criticism from people whose lives you would never want, right? Look at the person whose opinions you're worried about, right? Really look at their life. Are they happy, successful, building anything, living the life you want? No? Then why does their opinion matter? You wouldn't take their advice on relationships, right? You wouldn't copy their career advice or career choices. You wouldn't follow their life path, right? But somehow, you're letting their potential judgment stop you from trying. That's insane. Only take criticism from people you'd trade places with. And everyone else, their opinion is irrelevant. Number two, worrying about judgment is easier than believing in yourself, right? Here's the real reason you focus on their potential criticism. It's a convenient excuse, right? If you fail, you can blame them, right? If you don't try, you can say they held you back. If you quit, you can point to their negativity. But if you validate yourself, if you believe in your own judgment, then success or failure is on you, right? That's scary. So you hide behind their opinions, like you make it about them, right? When it's really about being afraid to trust yourself. So stop using their judgment as a shield and start validating your own decisions. Number 3, their criticism says everything about them and nothing about you. When unsuccessful people criticize you for trying, they're not commenting on your potential. They're revealing their own fear, right? You trying makes them uncomfortable, right? Because it shows them what they're not doing, right? What they're too scared to attempt. Your action highlights their inaction, right? So they criticize to make themselves feel better, to pull you back down. It's not about you, right? It's about them protecting their ego. Understanding that makes their opinion powerless, right? So how do you stop letting irrelevant people control your decisions? How do you build without needing everyone's approval? Your mindset is 95% of this. You need to only value opinions from people whose lives you respect, right? You need to stop using judgment as an excuse to avoid self-validation. You need to understand that criticism reveals their fear, not your potential. But you also need perspective, like how to identify these, whose opinions actually matter, how to build confidence without external validation, how to take action despite criticism. You stop caring about what unsuccessful people think, and then you build anyways. Now you need to actually build, and building requires knowing the steps. I created a free 7 easy step guide to make your first affiliate marketing sale. You know whose opinions don't matter, and now take action despite them. The link is in the description. Go grab it, read it, take action, and build for yourself and not for their approval. And drop a fire emoji if you're done letting people you don't respect control your life. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out.